If you're thinking about relocating or buying a second home, I want to help you avoid very common mistakes that some buyers make. Mistakes that don't usually show up until they're well into the process. Most of these are completely preventable with the right preparation, the right guidance. And so today I'm going to be walking you through the biggest ones so that you can feel confident, more informed, and better prepared before you write that offer. Hi, I'm Amy Pierce with Keller Williams Arizona Living Realty, and I help clients relocate, buy second homes, and invest right here in Bullhead City and surrounding areas of Mojave County, Arizona. In this video, I'm going to be covering some of the most common mistakes that buyers make before relocating here or buying a second home. And more importantly, what you can do differently so that the process feels much more smoother and less stressful. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people who have never been here before, or they vacation on the Laughlin side of the river and never truly experience all of Bullhead City, they are falling down that online rabbit hole where they start to look at homes online, they save a listing, they fall in love with the pictures, and they build an emotional connection to homes before they even understand the community and where it's located. Your first visit should really be about learning the area, not just touring homes. That means understanding which neighborhoods fit your lifestyle and how you want to live, how close you want to be to shopping, hospitals, parks, schools, and if you prefer to be closer to the river or tucked in a quieter neighborhood up in the hills. A second mistake is focusing only on offering the lowest price possible. An example would be a buyer wants to pay the lowest price for that home. Here's what most people don't realize is that sometimes offering $5,000 to $10,000 more to get closer to listing doesn't change their monthly payment that much, but it may open up the door to negotiate sellers' concessions. Instead of pushing hard on the price, it could be better to negotiate these credits back to the buyer. And that's money that can go towards reducing closing costs that are due at the end of the transaction, helping with repairs like painting or flooring or minor updates that you're going to want to do after closing. Having cash available after closing can be more valuable than shaving a few $1,000s off of the purchase price, especially if it's not your forever home. This is where strategy matters, and I help my clients structure offers that make sense financially and competitively. The third common mistake is not working with a lender early in the process and getting a pre-qualified or a pre-approval letter before they actually shop for homes. This step tells you what price range that you can actually afford and what you can realistically get approved for. And without it, a lot of buyers will spend time looking at homes that they just can't qualify to purchase. Your pre-qualification is based on things like your income, your credit, your debt to income ratio, and that's part of what determines how much your monthly payment and your total loan can be. And that payment includes your interest and your principal and PMI if required. It could include your property taxes and your insurance. All of that has to stay within the lending guidelines. So when the lender gives you a pre-approval or pre-qualification amount, that number already factors in what your monthly payment can be based on your financial picture. And that's important because it gives you a realistic buying range and helps you focus on homes that truly fit your budget. The number four mistake buyers make is not budgeting the full cost of buying a home. Most people, they plan for their down payment, but they don't realize that there is money due at closing, which includes more than just the down payment. In addition of your down payment, you will also have closing costs, lender fees, escrow and title fees, HOA transfers and setup fees, buyer agent compensation depending upon how the transaction is structured, prorated taxes and insurance. Depending upon the home and the situation, these costs can really add up. Understanding this upfront prevents surprises before closing, and it also opens the door for strategy because in some cases, certain costs can be negotiated in the contract depending upon the terms of the deal. This is something that buyers don't always realize until they're already in the process, and that's exactly why I'm here. I help my clients understand these numbers upfront and show them how strategy plays a role in the contract, not just a purchase price. If this information is helpful, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you can see other videos that I share about the area, about real estate and what it's actually like living here. Number 5 is our last point, and that's trying to buy without a clear plan for selling your current home. If you need to sell your home before you buy, this part is really important and matters. There are two different scenarios for this contingency in your offer. One is that your home is listed and not under contract, and the other is that your home is already in contract and working towards close of escrow. Sellers view these very differently, and having your home already under contract makes your offer stronger. Beyond that, many buyers haven't yet talked to a listing agent and don't know what it will take to get their home realistically sold and don't fully understand their equity in their home. They also can underestimate how much time it's going to take to prep their home for market, like decluttering, painting, doing any repairs. It all adds up. So here's your steps that you're going to want to do. You're going to want to learn the area before you fall in love with the listings. Understand your finances and the full monthly cost. Look at the entire offer strategy, not just the purchase price. Have a clear plan if you need to sell your home. Budget for closing costs and work with somebody who truly knows the local market. One of the biggest advantages of working with me is having local expertise and trusted resources from day one. Every market works differently, and truly understanding the neighborhood details, pricing trends, property types can make a real difference in both the experience and your results. I connect my clients with trusted lenders, home inspectors, and reliable contractors after closing, along with local resources. My goal is to guide you through every step before you arrive, during your home search and escrow, and a trusted resource after closing. So you can always feel supported, informed, and confident. I'd love to know, what is your biggest question you have right now about moving here and buying a home? Drop it in the comments, and if Bullhead is on your radar, I would love to be your agent. Scan the QR code or click the link in the comments below and book a call with me. I'm happy to walk you through your options and help you get started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to view my weekly videos on real estate and life here along the Colorado River. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.